if you don't realize that in your life, the most important thing is to leave a free space for poetry, you don't realize the value of your life. You have to leave a free space from obligation for everything you have to do for the poetry. Sitting on a bench waiting for the bus, see in autumn the leaves they're falling and create 1,000 layers of leaves, mille foglie di foglie. You know, but also with the poetry, you can imagine some mistakes, and understand that mistakes is human, and in a certain way is beautiful. So one day we were at the ready to serve the dessert. So Taka, that you know, he prepared 2 lemon tart for the service. At the moment the service was ready, he dropped one of the 2, and he broke one of the 2 on the counter. And Taka was like, as a good Japanese, he was ready to kill himself. I said, Taka, no, Taka is so beautiful, don't you see? With the, the zabayone just made, was splash proper. And so I said, look Taka, look at this, this is just perfect.
I made my first sculpture called The Lost Correspondent. Teaming up with a marine biologist and a local dive center, I submerged the work off the coast of Grenada in an area decimated by Hurricane Ivan. And then this incredible thing happened. It transformed. 1 sculpture became 2. 2 quickly became 26. And before I knew it, we had the world's first underwater sculpture park. In 2009, I moved to Mexico and started by casting local fishermen. This grew to a small community, to almost an entire movement of people in defense of the sea, and then finally to an underwater museum with over 500 living sculptures.
I have become obsessed with the sublime, which is finding that combination of the beauty and the horror, survival and decay, life and death, fragility and strength. In all my works, I'm constantly trying to find that relationship and bringing those 2 together. And in the Australian landscape is where I find it most present. Drought, flood, bushfires, it's always there, and it's right in front of your eyes, and it's raw, and it's terrifying and beautiful. And that's what I try to express.
Hey, boss, want me to do something about that? Because I can.
Nah, just keep doing what you're doing.
Boss.
All right, pull over up here.
Counselor?
What can I do for you, big man?
Our boy Harold called from the pen, said you're stalling his case till you see some more green.
I don't get paid, I don't work.
We paid you $5,000.
That's long gone, Eddie. It's time to refill the tank.
What? Another $5 grand?
10. Either pay me or go with a public defender.
Ain't you gonna count it?
I just did. Let's roll, Earl.
Cultural capital is a theory developed by French theorist Pierre Bourdieu and is the cultural knowledge that serves as currency that helps us navigate culture and alters our experiences and the opportunities available to us. While cultural capital can be material objects such as clothing or what car you drive, Bourdieu also focused on the symbolic elements that embodied cultural capital, such as tastes, manners, skills, and credentials that one receives or earns. Cultural capital really isn't about economics or how much money you have, but it can be exchanged for money. And the crazy thing is this money can help you earn more cultural capital.
If you've learned a lot about leadership and making a movement, then let's watch a movement happen start to finish in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons. First, of course, a leader needs the guts to stand alone and look ridiculous. But what he's doing is so simple, it's almost instructional. This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now here comes the first follower with a crucial role. He publicly shows everyone else how to follow. Notice how the leader embraces him as an equal. So it's not about the leader anymore, it's about them, plural. Notice how he's calling to his friends to join in. So it takes guts to be a first follower. You stand out and you brave ridicule yourself. Being a first follower is an underappreciated form of leadership. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. If the leader is the flint, the first follower is the spark that really makes the fire. Now here's the second follower. This is a turning point. It's proof the first has done well. Now it's not a lone nut, and it's not two nuts. 3 is a crowd, and a crowd is news. A movement must be public. Make sure outsiders see more than just the leader. Everyone needs to see the followers, because new followers emulate followers, not the leader. Now here come 2 more people, then 3 more immediately. Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point, and now we have a movement. As more people jump in, it's no longer risky. If they were on the fence before, there's no reason not to join in now. They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, and they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. And over the next minute you'll see the rest who prefer to stay part of the crowd, because eventually they'd be ridiculed for not joining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how a movement is made.
오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자
Macedonia, California, ice cream Konya, San Antonio, Oskaloosa, Lord of loser, Macedonia, please be my